My child, I know you have many things on your mind. I know you may feel tired, distracted, or uncertain, but please stay with me for these next moments. Do not skip what I am about to reveal. There is a reason you are hearing these words right now. You may not understand it yet, but I have guided you here because your heart has been searching for answers. You have asked questions in silence that no one else heard. You have whispered prayers when you thought heaven was quiet. And today, I am answering you. Listen to me closely, my beloved. If you leave this message now, you may miss the very word you asked me for. I say this not to frighten you, but because I know how easily the enemy tries to steal what I am giving you. Doubt will try to whisper that this message is not really meant for you. Distraction will try to pull your attention away. But I am asking you now to remain here to listen with your heart as well as your ears. Because what I am about to speak is deeply personal. You have been waiting for a sign, have you not? You have wondered if I still see you, if I still care, if your prayers still reach me. Perhaps you have asked, Lord, are you listening to me? You know what I am going through. My child, I have heard every word. Not a single prayer you have spoken lost. Not a single sigh has escaped my attention. And today I want you to know that your cries have reached my heart. Last night, when you thought no one noticed your pain, I was there. When your heart felt heavy and your thoughts kept circling through the same worries, I saw you when tears filled your eyes and you tried to hold them back because you felt tired of being strong. I saw that too. You may have believed that those moments were hidden, that no one knew how deeply you were hurting. But my child, nothing about your pain has ever been hidden from me. I watched as you struggled with thoughts you did not know how to silence. I watched as you tried to find peace but felt surrounded by uncertainty. I saw the way your heart carried burdens that seemed too heavy to explain to anyone else. And when those tears finally fell, when the weight of everything became too much to hold inside, heaven noticed. Your tears reached me. My child, I want you to understand something deeply. Those tears were not a sign of weakness. They were the language of your soul speaking directly to me. Every tear you shed carries meaning, and none of them are wasted. I gather them. I remember them, and I hold them close to my heart. When you cried last night, you were not crying alone. I was there beside you. I felt the pain in your heart as if it were my own. I saw the questions you did not know how to answer. I saw the fears that tried to whisper lies about your future. And in that moment, I made a decision in my heart. I could not remain silent any longer. That is why this message is reaching you now. This is not random timing. This is not chance. This is my response to the cries of your heart. My beloved child, there is something you must remember. Long before you ever experienced these struggles, long before you faced the pain you are carrying today, I already knew your story. I saw every chapter of your life before the world was formed. And even knowing the trials you would face, I chose to love you completely. Do you understand what that means? It means your pain has never surprised me. Your broken moments have never pushed me away. Your doubts have never made me abandon you. I have been walking with you through every step of your journey, even when you could not feel my presence. But there is something even deeper I want you to remember right now. I sacrificed everything for you. My child, those are not empty words. They carry the weight of love beyond what human hearts can fully understand. When the time came for me to give my life so that you could live in freedom, I did not hesitate. I looked at your future. I saw your struggles. I saw your tears. And I still chose the cross. I carried the pain. I endured the suffering. I gave everything. And I did it for you. Type Jesus. I desperately need you if you know He's your only true answer. Sometimes you forget how deeply you are loved. Sometimes the weight of life tries to convince you that you are alone, or that you must face everything by yourself. But my child, that is not the truth. The truth is that my love for you has already been proven in the greatest sacrifice that history has ever known. When I stretched out my arms on the cross, I was thinking of you. When I endured the pain and the rejection, I was thinking of you. When I gave my life so that you could have hope and redemption, I was thinking of you. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not insignificant in my eyes. You are the very reason I chose to give everything. And that is why I am speaking to you now with urgency. Do not skip this moment. Do not allow distraction to pull you away from what I am revealing to you. There is something important unfolding in your life, and I want you to hear it clearly. You have spent so much time wondering if I still care about what you are going through. You have wondered if your prayers are still reaching heaven. Let me answer that question right now. Yes, they are. Every prayer you have whispered has reached me. Every cry for help has ever heaven. Every moment when you called my name in desperation has touched my heart. And because I love you, I am answering you. My child, I want you to stay here with me for a little longer. Let your heart become still. Let the noise around you fade away for a moment, because the words I am about to speak are not just encouragement. They are a personal message meant specifically for you. You have felt lost, but I am guiding you. You have felt tired, but I am strengthening you. You have felt forgotten, but I have never stopped watching over you. I know what you have been facing. I know the battles you fight quietly inside your mind. I know the pressure you feel when life seems uncertain and the future feels unclear. But I want you to hear this truth clearly. You are not walking through this season alone. I am here. I have always been here, and I will continue to be here. This message is only the beginning of what I want to reveal to you. But before we go further, I need you to understand something deeply in your heart. You matter to me. Your life matters. Your tears matter. And your prayers have reached my heart. So stay with me, my child. Do not leave this moment too quickly. What I am about to speak next carries the answer your heart has been waiting for, and I want you to receive every word of it. My beloved child, come closer and listen with a quiet place inside your heart. Before the world ever spoke your name, before your first breath filled your lungs, before the eyes of anyone on earth had seen your face, I already knew you. Your life did not begin the moment you entered this world. Your story began long before that moment, long before time unfolded the days you now live in. I saw you before you existed in the natural world. I knew the shape of your heart before it beat for the first time. I understood the depths of your soul before anyone else could even imagine who you would become. You may sometimes wonder why you are here, why your life has taken the turns it has taken, why certain moments brought joy while others brought confusion or pain. You may have asked yourself if your life is simply a series of random events, if the struggles you face are meaningless, or if you somehow arrived in this world by accident. But my child, hear me clearly now. Your life is not random. You are not an accident. You are not forgotten in the vastness of creation. Every breath you take, every step you walk, every part of who you are exists because I intentionally willed it to be so. Before your mother carried you, before anyone spoke your name, I had already formed a plan for you. I saw the life you would live, the seasons you would pass through, the people you would meet, and the dreams that would grow inside your heart. Nothing about you was left to chance. Every detail of your being was crafted with care and purpose. Please support our channel. Our work is devoted to bringing happiness into your life and encouraging devotion to God. If you would like to support us, you can donate through Super Thanks. When I created you, I did not simply form another person among billions. I created a soul that is completely unique, one that carries a purpose no one else can fulfill in exactly the same way. The way you think, the way you feel, the compassion you carry, the questions that rise within your heart, even the sensitivity you sometimes wish you could hide from the world. These are not flaws. They are parts of the design I placed within you. My child, I formed you with intention. I shaped your spirit in the quiet places where human eyes could not see. When your body was still being formed in secret, when your life was just beginning to unfold in ways no one yet understood, I was there. I watched over every detail. I guided every moment of your formation. I knew the sound of your voice before you ever spoke your first word. I knew the dreams that would one day stir within your heart. I knew the fears that would challenge you, and the strength that would rise within you to overcome them. You may not always see the purpose in your life, but I see it clearly. Even when the path before you seems uncertain, even when circumstances make you question your direction, nothing about your journey has escaped my sight. Every chapter of your life has meaning, even the ones you struggled to understand. There were moments in your life when you felt lost, when you wondered if anyone truly saw you, when it seemed like your story was unfolding in ways that made little sense. But my beloved child, those moments did not surprise me. I knew they would come long before you experienced them. I knew the days when your heart would feel heavy. I knew the nights when you would lie awake with questions that seemed too big for your mind to answer. Yet, even knowing all of this, I chose you. I chose to bring you into this world with love already surrounding your life. I chose to give you a spirit capable of hope, capable of compassion, capable of rising again even when life knocks you down. The struggles you have faced do not erase your purpose. They are not proof that your life is broken or meaningless. Instead, they are part of the journey that is shaping you into the person I always knew you could become. You see, my child, heaven already knew your story before it began. Before the earth carried your footsteps, before the world heard your laughter or witnessed your tears, your life was already known in the heart of heaven. I saw the beginning, the middle, and the end of your journey all at once. And still, I called you into existence. There is a reason for that. You are deeply loved. You are deeply chosen. And nothing about you is a mistake. The world may sometimes try to convince you otherwise. There will be voices that tell you that you are not enough, that you do not belong, that you are simply another person trying to survive in a complicated world. But those voices do not speak the truth about you. They do not understand the sacred design I placed within your life. I did not create you to wander without meaning. I did not breathe life into your soul so that you would live unnoticed or unloved. I created you with purpose woven into every part of who you are. Even the things you struggle with, the emotions you feel deeply, the sensitivity you sometimes wish you could hide, the questions that make you search for answers, these are part of the story I am writing through your life. You are not weak because you feel deeply. You are not broken because you have faced hardship. You are not lost simply because the path ahead feels unclear. You are becoming. Every moment of your life is shaping the person you are meant to be. Even the struggles you have experienced were known to me before they ever reached your life. I knew there would be seasons when your faith would be tested, when your patience would stretch beyond what you thought possible, when your heart would ache for answers. But I also knew the strength that would grow within you through those seasons. My beloved child, nothing about your life has ever been outside of my sight. When you were born, heaven did not simply observe your arrival as another moment in history. Heaven celebrated you. Your life mattered from the very beginning, and it still matters now. Even when you feel unnoticed by others, even when the world seems too busy to see the quiet battles you are fighting, I see you. I always have. Your story is known in heaven. Your life carries meaning beyond what you can currently understand. There is a place in this world that only you can fill. There are lives you will touch in ways you may never fully realize. There are moments ahead of you that will reveal why your journey unfolded exactly the way it did. You may not see it all now, but my child, your life is not an unfinished accident. It is a carefully written story still being revealed. And I want you to hold on to this truth today. You belong. You belong in this world because I created you for it. You belong in my heart because my love for you existed before you ever opened your eyes. You belong in the story of redemption I am unfolding across generations because your life is part of something far greater than you can see right now. When doubt tries to whisper that you are insignificant, remember this moment. Remember that the same God who created the heavens and the earth also created you. The same hands that shaped the mountains also shaped your soul. You are not forgotten. You are not random. You are not alone. You are known. You are chosen. And before you were ever born, before the world ever heard your name, I already loved you with a love that has never faded and never will. My beloved child, there are moments in your life that you believe no one has seen. There are nights when the world around you is quiet, when the lights are dim and the voices of others fade away, and you are left alone with the weight inside your heart. In those moments, you may have felt as though your pain existed in complete silence, as though the tears you tried to hide were falling into a darkness that no one could reach. But I want you to hear this truth clearly now because it is something your heart needs to understand. I saw every single tear you thought was hidden. There were nights when you lay awake long after everyone else had fallen asleep. Your mind kept replaying the worries, the questions, the memories that refused to leave you in peace. You tried to quiet your thoughts. You tried to convince yourself that everything would somehow work out. Yet the heaviness in your chest would not disappear. You stared into the darkness of the room, wondering why life felt so heavy, wondering why the answers you were searching for seemed so far away. In those quiet hours, when you thought you were alone, I was there with you. I saw the moment when your eyes filled with tears. Even though you tried to be strong, I saw the way you wiped them away quickly, as if hiding them could somehow make the pain less real. I saw the questions forming in your mind as you asked, sometimes with words and sometimes only within your thoughts. Lord, why does this feel so hard? Why does it feel like I am carrying more than I can bear? Those questions did not disappear into emptiness. Every one of them reached me. My child, there were nights when your heart felt lonely in ways you did not know how to explain to anyone else. Perhaps you were surrounded by people during the day, speaking and smiling as if everything was normal. Yet when the night came and silence filled the room, the loneliness became louder than any noise around you. You may have wondered if anyone truly understood what you were feeling. You may have wondered if anyone saw the quiet battles you were fighting within your heart. But I saw them. I saw the moment when your strength began to fade, and your shoulders felt heavy from carrying so much inside. I saw the nights when you whispered prayer so softly that you were not even sure if the words had truly left your lips. Sometimes your prayers were not even full sentences. Sometimes they were only a sigh, a whisper of my name, or a simple cry from the depths of your soul asking for help. My beloved child, those prayers were heard. Even when you thought heaven was silent, I was listening to every word. I heard the way your voice trembled when you asked if things would ever change. I heard the confusion in your heart when life seemed unfair or unclear. I heard the moments when your faith felt tired, and you wondered if your prayers were reaching beyond the ceiling above you. Comment, I live and breathe for you. Christ, if your life rests safely in His hands, let me tell you something that your heart needs to receive right now. Not a single tear you have shed hath been unnoticed. Not a single cry hath been ignored. Every tear that fell from your eyes was seen by me, and every drop carried meaning that I understood completely. When those tears touched your pillow at night, they were not falling into emptiness. I was there beside you in those moments, closer than you realized. I saw the pain behind those tears, the questions you could not answer, the fears you tried to silence. Your sorrow did not make you invisible to me. In fact, in those moments of vulnerability, your heart was speaking to me more honestly than ever before. If you love me, please like, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.